Hello and welcome to Shyguy Plays Minecraft. Now today I'll be teaching you how to make the button off of Lost. If you haven't watched Lost and you don't want to find out what the button is, you should probably leave this video now. Anyway, basically, this button here is Deadsman's button from the hatch. The only difference is, it's every day in Minecraft instead of 108 minutes like in the show. So, I'll show you how it resets first. So at night time, a block of cobblestone gets ejected from this dispenser here, and it obviously sends a sink down the switch here and pulls out this block which stops the TNT, shown by a lever here, from going off. Now, the difference is this wire here comes round, inverts, and sends this out. So when the cobblestone despawns, like I'll show you it despawning now, like that, despawning, it will not send out a second tick down the switch. So in the morning, demonstrated here, if I can type, time set 0. You get this sound playing, and then all this goes for 21 seconds before this signal goes straight to the TNT. So what we'll do is we press this button, and it will just go button as a lever and stop it. So as you can see, this will be stopped. So this contraption here, which I'll show you how to make in a minute, takes any inputs from here. So say if there was one input coming in, it would make this go on, and if it was pressed again, it would go off. Also, if the input came from, say, this dispenser here, it would also just go either on or off. So basically, if you press the button twice, you're going to have a bad time, so don't go pressing it twice. So I'll show you how to make this switch now. Whoa, there we go. So here's the basic one I have in my over there, my video. Well, this is the video. It's shown. First of all, you have as many blocks as you want as like a lead up. So I have 11, so I've got enough space for the rest. So they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then you have a sticky, normal standard piston, and dig away 3 blocks so the redstone we're about to put down doesn't connect. Get rid of this one because we don't need it. Then, first of all, as always, you need some kind of input, so we'll use a button. There we go. So that lasts for 8 ticks, as you probably realise in my next bit what I'm going to do. So we have 4 there. Then we just have a repeater to extend the signal, because it's got some way to go. Then we have 4 repeaters set to maximum. Then we'll have the redstone trailing across here and across here. So this here will be the output. So we'll show that with a standard repeater. So on its on position, it gets powered by this redstone torch. So we also have another repeater here, also set to 4 ticks. And another repeater here as well, set to 4 ticks. So this adds each of the repeaters up to 16. So everyone it gets to first basically gets the thing. So you'll obviously get a tick of 8 going this way, but the button also has a tick of 8, so this one will stay extended for longer unless it's not getting any power. So that will be in this on position. So this will be extended after the 16 pulse. And I'll show you how it works now. It's basically, this time it's in an on position. So turn it off, you press that, and then wait 16 ticks, and that gets pushed out to stop it. So on the other hand, if you're doing it in the off position to on, goes round, obviously a lot quicker, so you didn't really get to see that. So what we'll do is, so basically you've got 8 ticks, which is not that long. I'm not sure how many seconds that is. And it pushes this out for 8 seconds, so it stops that there, dead in its tracks. So, on to making the reset switch now. See you in a second. Okay, welcome back. So, I deleted the other one there, so we'd have more room for our normal reset switch. You can see it's done by, we'll take away the casing. Obviously we need the casing here, so it doesn't just fire out and miss the whole button completely. So as you can see, it's literally just a standard dispenser going onto a pressure plate. Tell you what, we can probably put that there and you'll still be able to see. So as you can see here, it's quite a small design. Obviously the standard reset switch, but the reset switch we've got here is a little bit different. So what we'll do is we need a daylight sensor, a NOT gate, the dispenser, given the power, and then it goes onto the thing. So we'll show you that here. Wait a second. Yes, one block away. So we'll have our thing there. So that's on the 3rd block. Whoops. Then we'll have our piston, which will obviously come in from this direction, which will go here and push that over. So we won't need that at the moment, so it'll be alright. And then we'll have our source coming in from this direction, which will be obviously, oh, not that, a standard wooden pressure plate. Let's get rid of our, there we go. So there's our wooden pressure plate right there. So obviously we need some casing. For this I'll just put this down, just to show you what I mean. Then we'll put our couple of stacks. We'll just put 64 in, 64 dirt. It doesn't really matter what stack of 64 you use, because if you someone's playing a custom map, I doubt they'll sleep. Well, it'll be 64 days long, because that is some time for a custom map. If anyone makes a custom map with that many days, please tell me. I'll definitely give it a play. So obviously, here's our signal coming in. At the moment, it'll be on, so it'll just fire something out and then do all that jazz. As you can see, once the double dirt despawns, wait, there we go, the dirt spawned, and that set the pulse off. So that just stays on, sadly. So you would have to pick it up, and then it goes off again. So it just does a double one. So we need some kind of thing to stop it from doing that. So, but for now, we'll just show you how to make the daylight sensor NOT gate going into a dispenser, going back into the circuit. So that's quite an easy one to do. So obviously we'll need to put our casing back on so it doesn't go flying out anywhere that we don't want it to. So we've still got plenty of dirt in there, which will last for some time. So that should be enough there, really. So we can come and collect it in a few minutes time. So for the piston, like I was saying earlier, it will be run across this little track here, and our piston will be placed there, and a sandstone block once again to stop that from doing it. So as you can see, if we wide this up in a second, which is quite easy to do, Redstone 101 type thing. So we need a NOT gate, which we'll put down here. So a NOT gate is basically just a redstone signal going into a block into a redstone torch. So here's our redstone NOT gate. So the signal's going to be going on for some time here. So we just put a standard repeater with no ticks on, well, one tick on, just to make it last a little bit longer. So there we go, going into our repeater. So that's quite an easy one as well. So we'll show you how that works now. So it's daytime, yeah, so that'll be extended. So at night time, time set 1600. That'll be dispensed. That'll go through, and once that torch there's powered, this circuit will go through. The circuit will be inverted, so it's positive, and then it'll go into our piston and block off the circuit. So when we collect our dirt block in a second, the signal won't really matter, so you can keep jumping on here to reset it, and it won't keep resetting and pushing itself out. So obviously it'll be morning in a second. Whoa, look at that. So obviously both of them pushed it out. So we'll do this one first, we don't want that to go off. So there we go, like on this one. Push that piston out. Oh, our dirt hasn't respawned yet. So we'll get rid of our dirt there. So we'll make the dirt despawn here. Oh, we did it for that one, didn't we? It's obviously more important, I guess. Then we'll do the switch. And, oh, if we can press it. And there we go. That block's been put back in place. We need a sticky piston there, don't we? What a fail. So where are sticky pistons? Sticky piston there, lovely. So I'll show you that again, I guess, because that'll obviously pick it up in a second. We put a pulse down. See, it's picked it up, and this time brought it back in, much nicer. So the next part of my video will be how to actually make the bomb. So I've started the design off over here with this standard like blocker almost. So this is obviously, you put redstone underneath it, so the redstone can go up the block if it needs to, like that, but it can't if it's not there. So obviously it can't if there's no block in the middle. So the whole idea is basically we've got this amount of time to get this to be blocked off here. Well, to not be blocked off. So we won't use as many, because I went quite over the top, I think. So we'll have, from our piston we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, a repeater, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a daylight sensor. A daylight sensor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, repeater, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, daylight sensor. And I think I just done that wrong. Yes, so one of them needed to be indented. So we'll put this as our indent. There we go. So that should be working now. So this is the quite spammy bit, so I'm not going to go all over the top. As you can see with 21 seconds, we'll just put it down to about 10 maybe. Still quite over the top, I think. So this is just by having lots and lots of redstone repeaters on maximum ticks. Just all in a line. So we'll do a little turn in here. Quite a few. Obviously you need more if you're going to have a longer leeway for the players of your map. Because you don't want them to spawn in, not realise, and then blow the whole map up straight away, do you? So I think that should be enough. So this will just go into, we'll put another one there to extend the signal. A NOT gate again, lots of NOT gates, so you should know how to do these by now. Into a piston, once again, a sticky piston, that will block that off if it's after 15 seconds. So, as you can see, it's open there, because there's no power going to the redstone torch. But when you reset the circuit, set 1600. Oh, set time 1600. What time? 1600. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm pretty sure it's time set 1600. Ah, back on the old Minecraft. So as you see, everything's okay. This isn't a sticky piston, however. There we go. Right, so everything's been reset. It's back onto its off position now, which is good. That's what we want. So we'll collect our dirt, and this is on its on position, so it's ready for the reset in the morning. So once again, we'll go time set 0. So we've got that many seconds before we have to press the button. So that'll stick that out. Or this will let all the things out we don't want. So we'll go back and show you what happens if you don't press the button. So that's obviously reset. Grab the dirt, we don't need that anymore. And we'll show it going out. So there we go, it's gone out there. And we'll go back to time set 0. Let a little tune over on the other one. And there we go, it's going round. Keeps going round. And then it pulls it out, which means the final output will be going out of here, which we do not want. So obviously on mine, I've got a little sound that plays. It's not been tuned properly. It was just random blocks, because I do know how to play a bit of music. So obviously for that, it's a pretty simple circuit. So what's music blocks under? Search items, note block. There we go, note block there. So we need that dirt. So we have a separate circuit here, coming off the daylight sensor once again. And then we'll put it into note blocks. So we've got the first one here. We'll put it on dirt because it sounds nicer. So they'll put it on that note, why not? So that's 3. Then it'll also go this way. Bit of a tick there. And we'll do the same. We'll have how many we can fit in? We'll have 4 again. There we go. Put our note blocks on. And then I think it's always best to have them keep going up in the scale. Just sounds nicer, I think. So there we go. So we've got our 4 notes there. Then we'll go back to time set 1600. All off. And then all back on again. Oh, we got a double one there, so that wasn't great, was it? So obviously press the button quickly. So that's preventing that from doing anything. But this time, I think we're going to have to end on a bit of excitement. Oh yes. So if you wanted your custom map to say blow up, like in Lost, well, you'd put some TNT down, wouldn't you? Hope it's far enough away from my proper one. I don't want to break that. So we go time set 1600. Reset. So that's all been reset now, which is what we wanted. So in the case that we don't want to blow up our map, we'll show you first, for obvious reasons, I think. So on it goes. So we'll press our button. We're not blowing it up today. So this could be used, say, if you wanted them to make sure they're not like cheating or anything, say sleeping when they're not meant to be, you could put it there. Also you could like put this wiring going, say, from a completely different place on the map, so you could wire it up, say, to over here and put the button there, because that would still work, because obviously it's multiple input. And yeah, so you've got a few different options. So I'm going to go back to nighttime, reset it like I say, and there we go. And time set 0, because it's time to show how it doesn't work. So you can see it's ticking down. There's nothing going to be stopping it this time from my relay switch. And one's going off. And then, kaboom! Everything on the island is broken. And there's sandstone everywhere. So we'll go back to our proper one, which is just a piston at the moment. My first design. And I'll say thank you for watching. I've been Shyguy. If you like this tutorial, please comment, rate and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye!